A telecom engineer by training, Ngechu ended up in the manufacturing industry completely by chance when she decided to join her husband in the family business. 11 years later, she is the managing director of Plast Group, which provides packaging solutions not only in Kenya, but the wider East African region. In 2017, Mary was celebrated as the UN in Kenya Person of the Year runners-up for her role in changing lives through promoting skills, decent jobs, and enterprises in the manufacturing industry. Today, she is at the front line of Takataka ni Mali, an initiative founded to ensure that we rid the environment of plastic waste. I spent a day with her at industrial area here in Nairobi on this week's Women in Power.
Women and Power, in association with Kenya Association of Manufacturers.
My name is Mary Ngechu. I'm the managing director for Plast Group. Plast Group is a synergy of two companies, one that deals with printing and another one that makes packaging. We use our synergy to pride ourselves as one-stop shop for your packaging solutions. About 11 years ago, my husband started the printing press, and I joined him after 1.5 years. I saw a gap because for every label that we were selling, our clients were putting the labels into a packaging. And I used to get a lot of them whining that they can't be able to get enough packaging material. They are not getting the packaging, the designs of what they would want. When we started, I think the maximum we were doing was 1,000 bottles per hour. At the moment, we are able to do about 300 to 400,000 bottles in a day. When I started the packaging, I wanted to fill that gap that the SMEs were not being able to access raw materials, the packaging. Because in most entities, they want you to buy in big volumes. So we invested in small machines so that we are able to cater that market that needed small quantities. And we are also able to help them to manage their working capital. I will allow them credit facility because my suppliers also allow me credit facility. And when I travel to look for information to grow my package, I grow my packaging with them in my mind. For those maybe who don't have the advantage of traveling out there, I'm able to pass that information for them, how they can be able to improve their processes so that they can also be able to grow. And their growth is also my growth. My husband, before we started the printing, he worked in a printing press. And many times when you think that you want to start a business, you start with what you know. I worked before as a telecommunication engineer with Telcom. I worked for Telcom for 15 years. And when I joined him, not because of my engineering background, but I was coming to help sort his administration issues. When you start doing the manufacturing and you think the complexity of it is not complex because a lot of things are done by the machinery. So what really somebody needs to understand is the basic operation of the machine, get the right people, get the right machines, and you get a product. If we are usually able to manufacture babies as mothers, surely, what is manufacturing to ladies? So I think manufacturing ladies need to embrace it and stop looking at it as a job for the men. We should have confidence in ourselves. And I would specifically say in Kenya, we have very many women in manufacturing. It's only that they are not seeing themselves as manufacturers. We have the cottage industry that is driven by women. People who manufacture cosmetics in their kitchen, people who make detergents in their kitchen, people who make yogurts. This is manufacturing. I have about 243 now workforce that work for the group, and about 40% of them, they are ladies. I have intentionally put the women on the floor, and the reason why I have put them on the floor is for two things. I need to encourage them to know that they can be able to do it. Not only in my factory, it also empower them that when they go out there, they are not those ones of like weakling that these ones I cannot do, this is for the man and all that. So it will help them to grow their confidence. Plastic is one of the many that has been talked about that we need to take care of. What I've done in my small way, I started a foundation that I call Takataka ni Mali Foundation. And what I'm doing with the Takataka ni Mali Foundation is that I work with women and youth group, more so in the dump site. And what we do is to train them on how to sort and separate waste. Then we also help to link them with the market, with the other recyclers. And they get good value of their waste because it's not trash anymore. It has been sorted and separated, so they get good value. They are able to feed their families out of it. The other key thing that we are trying to do is push that we don't have to take our waste to the dump site. We can be able to separate it from source even before we pick and dump it. So when it has value, then we can be able to separate it from source and we can sell it from the source. So takataka ni mali. Yes.
Women and Power in association with Kenya Association of Manufacturers.